this job because I heard it from my school for summer opportunities, and I decided, since based on my experience with the primary school, I thought it'd be pretty cool to do the real thing in the real world, working with like different students than I worked with at the primary school, because I worked with like little kids, like way younger, like preschool to kinder. But then I got to work with like higher grades and collaborate with kids that weren't in my grade, like in my class, and just like work with with a whole different. It was like a whole different experience, and I thought it was like really cool to try it out. Try something new. My favorite memory. I really like the water balloons. The water balloon event was so fun. I also really like crew camp. I love everyone that I worked with. They were so nice. I want to do it again. I can't wait. Basically, during free time, I worked with 3 students. And we decided to paint, draw stuff on a whiteboard, in the classroom. And we would draw, like, I would tell these kids, like, oh, draw something funny. And then we'd come up with, like, funny little names for the little characters that they would draw on the whiteboard. It was so fun. So staff training, basically, for, like, crew camp, we would do the fun activities that the kids would do over in the summer camp, the actual summer camp. And based on what I learned from those activities that we did, I really collaborating, definitely teamwork, and also maybe communicating skills for sure. That is something that we learned to do, and like working with different people. Some fun activities that I really liked doing was a friendship bracelets, because I was like so touched when some random person that I didn't know gave me a bracelet, and I felt like, I could connect with the person that gave me a bracelet, like someone that I didn't know. Just like imagine someone just giving you a bracelet and you didn't know them, but you felt touched by the time and effort that they put on making you a friendship bracelet. And like just the thought that they put in giving you something like that, and you don't know this person. It's like you feel like you can connect with this person and they're open to getting to know you. That is something that I like. I was considering working at camp. Okay, definitely take the offer. Definitely. 100%. From someone who's done this for once, like one time, I would do this again. And trust me, if you think you're like doubting camp, like, oh, I don't think I'm gonna have fun, or I don't know if I'm like gonna get to enjoy or get to know people because I'm a little antisocial, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Everyone here is friendly. And you'll like, everyone is just so nice. Even if you think that they're not nice, trust me, they're really nice. They're willing to get to know you. We're like open-minded. We are very inclusive. We're like a family. So keep that in mind. We're like a family. And if you're not gonna have that mental positivity, please make sure you bring that every single day. And also, reflect that energy to your students. We want everyone to have fun. The big key word here is fun and family. They both start with the F. Okay? Keep that in mind. Fun and family. So if you're not going to bring it to the table, make sure you share some. Okay? We don't want you keeping that energy to yourself. Okay? Share that impact that I make working here. I feel like just, bringing my positivity to the table, sharing my energy, because I feel like when you are like at school, it's kind of boring. You don't really get to like express yourself as much when you're working with kids and new people. Because when I was in school, I felt like I was just closed-minded. I only cared about, getting my work done, going to my classes, not socializing as much. But here at crew camp, you're like, hey, like, hi, nice to meet you. I don't know you, but I guess we could be friends. Here, have my number, and we can talk. And you just get to make new friends, meet new people. It's so fun. I'm just happy I met all these amazing people, and I got to work with these amazing people that I just wish I knew them before. I don't take that for granted. The most fun part about camp, okay. Okay, the activities are fun, but also I really like the other activities like the what was it called? The carnival. The carnival at the end, like the very end. Oh, that was so much fun. Where the kids had threw water balloons at each other, even at the staff. So fun. I just like that. It's really fun.
I applied for this job in order to help expand my experience of working with kids as well as to gain more knowledge and like information into everything that goes into like volunteering somewhere, as well as wanting to have like the experience, I guess, of being at a summer camp, even if it was just like volunteering at one. I decided to work at camp instead of like somewhere else because I was looking for that family kind of bond that like would come out of working with like teens in like my age group. And I wanted to learn how to build relationships with people, like especially in my age group, seeing as I know that it'll be important for the future. My favorite memory from camp was when we had our fair on the last day. I really liked that day. That day was honestly my favorite because not only did I get to expand my leadership skills, but I was able to make memories that I would never forget with staff members and campers. That skills that I've developed at camp that I will use in the real world are leadership because I was able to gain these leadership skills because I was like an influence for the younger kids. So that was something new for me, that instead of having me look up to other people, I had other people look up to me, which helped me learn how to be like a leader. And then I would say bonding because I was able to build like and like bond with people that I wouldn't like talk to at school or people that I didn't know. I'd say camp compares to an internship or another summer job in like a few ways. Camp was definitely more of an open space. We were able to be ourselves and build these bonds and relationships with people. And we were able to build that like family relationship with each other that I still talk to a lot of people from camp, but I know for like if it was like an internship, it would be more of like a hardcore, like professional, like you wouldn't have these like close bonds with each other because it would be strictly work, that there would be no time to build these relationships with each other. Something I learned at staff training was how to go about certain situations, even that will be useful in other times. That even if they didn't happen at camp, I would know how to go about this situation outside of camp. A few activities that I did during staff training, we got to know each other. We kind of played this like interviewing game on the first day. It was a nice way to get to like know other people and to get out of your comfort zone, especially if you're not used to talking with other people. And we also did this activity on the last day of staff training, I believe, where we wrote little stickers. They were like little stickers, and we like wrote something nice about a person, like stuck it on their back. It was really nice to see how other people like thought about you in a good way, and it like boosted the impact I feel that I'm making working at Cooline is helping the community, like providing this like experience for these kids to look back on when they grow up and be like, hey, I was able to do this, and this. It's something that I wish I would have had growing up, to be able to look back on something that I was able to do as a child. I applied for this job because I've always seen myself working with kids in the future, but I've never had that like experience with working with kids. So applying for Cooline definitely gave me that experience, and it just further supported my want for working